I'm just sitting up here, man, having a conversation with my brother Temante Leary. This is 2Techies, and we're back here to merge. So Temante, how you been, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Just balancing the entrepreneur and the corporate Microsoft life. No complaints, man. I just came off a successful conference last Monday and Tuesday at Florida Memorial University.
I was about to say, say the name.
Black Innovation Technology Entertainment Conference, the inaugural event we held at the only HBCU in South Florida, Florida Memorial University, and it was really, really great. It was really dope.
Appreciate that. Good work, man.
Thank you.
Proud
really
of you.
Appreciate
Congratulations to you. Yeah. So, Temante, when did you fall in love with tech?
I would say probably with my first opportunity to work with Uber in 2016. They had an opportunity when they launched in Miami. I had an opportunity to work as a customer service specialist, like staffing events, when the app first launched.
Okay.
And that was kind of like, man, like there's really opportunity here for me to turn my passion into a career, like to turn this app into something where I can actually really, get into. And I would say from that, it led. I had an opportunity to create my own app in the ed tech space,
okay.
And I launched it in 2017 called Class Updates, which is still in the app stores to this day, a hybrid app, Android, iOS. You can look now, download it if you're in the education space. Basically, it's a tool to communicate, for teachers and students to communicate. And so ever since then, I haven't looked back. Ever since we launched Class Updates, I've just been taking on more projects.
Okay.
Obviously, I work with Microsoft now as a content program manager and as an instructional designer. So, just continuing on my journey, so to speak.
So, I want to get to know you more on a personal level.
Yeah.
Favorite beer or your favorite cocktail? Pick one. What are we drinking?
Favorite cocktail, we're gonna go with vodka, cranberry, and pineapple. A lot of people forget a lot of people say vodka and cranberry. You gotta add a little bit of pineapple in there.
Soften it out, that cranberry, smooth it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real good.
What do you think are one of your biggest challenges or struggles you're currently facing right now?
It's, not to sound like a broken record, but
you gotta say what it is.
What it is, a lack of funding, for Black and brown founders. But also what I'm seeing now, like more so too, is there's a lot of emerging technologies going on with the NFT space and the metaverse space and cryptocurrency. And a big reason why I had ByteCon is I see a lot of our community getting left behind, and I want to make sure that this stuff is in the forefront, that is in our faces, so we're gonna get left behind, and that we're able to take advantage of the fact that there's no barriers to entry when it comes to NFT project. You don't have to have, there's no age requirement, there's no race requirement, there's no anything. The more creative you are, if you have creativity, that's your only limitation. So
I like that. I like that. Creativity is your only limitation.
Exactly.
So you were actually,
but a lot of people not. But see, a lot of people don't. They've just heard of what the letters NFT, or they don't have their wallet set up yet. They don't really know how to. So you got to bring that education to them so they could, speak educated. And when I'm ready to gift out the NFT, they got all that stuff set up. All they got to do is just send me their address.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were a part of Growth Therapy.
I was. Yeah. Awesome program.
How are you keeping your balance for your mental wealth and your mental health?
I'm making sure to continue to do some of the things I was doing, during that program, as far as like working out consistently, making sure I get my biking in, taking time to meditate, taking time to pray.
Are you still doing therapy at this point?
I'm not still doing therapy, and I really don't have a good reason. I probably will start back.
That's cool.
In the future. At least, I think it's good to do some, every year.
Right.
So, that's where I'm at with it.
If your business life was based on a movie or a TV show, what are we watching?
Wow. So that would have to be, maybe, what we got? That's a really good question. Give me a second here. We have to say Power.
Okay, we'll go with that. You got to explain it. We're going to go with that.
We have to say Power.
The world is yours. You get to choose one mentor to work with you and invest in you for a year, dead or alive. Who would that mentor be?
Man, a dope mentor would be, I'm going to go with Damon John.
Damon, okay. I can work with
Yeah,
him. Got it. We know why.
Damon.
Damon does make good investments, though.
Yeah. I think I could get a lot of gain from him in a year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think is the largest misconception or truth of the Miami tech scene?
The largest misconception is that it's inclusive, fully inclusive. Because it's really not fully inclusive. We have a really huge Hispanic population here. So when it comes to the Hispanic population and the Latino population, there's a lot of representation there, and that's great. I'm all for that. But then when it comes to the wider Black and brown community, the African American community, it's not included within that larger lens of that inclusivity. And I think we get kind of drowned in that. And a lot of people think that we're included in that, and that's a misconception.
Okay.
We're not really included in that, as we should.
As much as we should be. Soundtrack to your life. We listening to a song on repeat or an album on repeat? What are we listening to?
Album on repeat, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
In discussion, you got to say no more.
Yeah.
So, are you currently raising funds right now?
Yes.
Okay, you are raising funds. So what are some of your most significant challenges, or what would you say is your number one challenge you're dealing with in the fundraising space?
Would be when it comes to founders, I should say investors. When it comes to investing in non-traditional founders, I still kind of having an uphill battle with getting taken seriously. Getting the meetings, getting.
So you kind of it's kind of like the soft skills.
Having to go over more hurdles than somebody that just has a good idea.
Right.
It's
I know
kind of the same old. Yeah, kind of the same old.
So they say.
But I had a great proof of concept with ByteCon, and I will be raising and looking for sponsors and supporters for that.
Okay.
And so, we'll see. Great event. Nobody can say that the proof of concept isn't strong.
All right. They say the key to success is to fail fast and try again. Which failure are you most proud of, or which failure did you learn the most from this last 2 years?
On the professional side, in my quest to get promoted at Microsoft, I got denied, rejected. I don't know what word you want to say. Initially
delayed
a couple of times.
Okay.
Not quite but I feel like I persevered through that, even though it was tough. Especially since I thought I was qualified, and I thought I was a great candidate for the role. But what ended up happening is I still got promoted in another role that ended up being a higher level. And that's how God works out, that I end up being a better fit for. So, with that kind of failure, so to speak, ended up being a huge blessing at the end of the day and turning that into a great success.
Patience is perseverance.
Patience is perseverance. Don't ever give up. Even if you get rejected or denied, keep at it, keep persevering, and you'll end up where you want to be.
Well, Temante, thanks for what you're doing for the community, and thanks for being a part of 2Techies.
Thank you, brother.
Look forward to everything next year, man.
Bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.